Early this morning, I received a can of Coke from a dear friend of mine that's coming out of a domestic violence situation. She's moving on. She's coming out of it, moving on up, separated, getting a new place, doing great things. And if you notice, this can of Coca-Cola says adventurer. Now, am I an adventurer? You know, honestly, many times I've told myself, no, I'm not, but people have oftentimes told me the difference. And I feel this can of Coke is pretty interesting because I'm receiving this can of Coke on the day that I'm currently walking to my Nana's house, which is quite an adventure, quite a walk. And it is also the day that I have accepted another full-time position for a job I am qualified to do, but I've never technically done, and it's gonna be quite an adventure. It is beautiful sunrise, 8 o'clock in the morning, making my trek. You know, this is synonymous of something, of a nice, brilliant story. While I'm walking to my auntie's house, I'll tell you the story of the last time I actually wore this backpack. I actually was backpacking through Central America by my lonesome self, or backpacking, and I had this, that's actually where I got this backpack. And that was what I would consider my first time deciding to be an adventurer. So I'm in Central America by myself, speaking a little Spanish. Now, praise God, I got some tan skin. Habla poquito español. Everybody thinks I'm Spanish. Oh God, I think there's people. Okay, so I'm in Central America. And got there by myself. I went with one of my colleagues, my friends from Florida State. Whoop whoop, Seminoles. And we crossed the border, and I forget that I haven't told anyone that I'm crossing the border into Costa Rica, and I also forget that my digital phone is not going to work in Costa Rica. Whole different country, whole different service plan, etc., etc. So I'm literally at the border trying to call my mom, who admittedly no longer my emergency contact, because if I had an emergency, she would probably get back to my dead body within 2 to 3 business days. I gotta start stretching more. Okay, a truck just flew by. You know how you get that like after effect wind? You know, that's actually why I wear my sunglasses when I walk or whenever I'm outside, even if it's like nighttime. Because like when that truck comes by, all that dust gets in the face. I don't even be getting any dust in my eyes. This is not just like hater blocking. This is dust blocking. This is loose leaves blocking. Smog blocking. But I'm calling my mom, calling everybody, sending emails. Hey, crossing the border to Costa Rica, not gonna be able to contact me anymore. Now, I'm fine about this. You know, at this time, I don't think the movie Taken was released, but even still, I have this theory that like brown people don't get taken. I'm crossing the border, and I'm in Costa Rica. Beautiful Costa Rica, purple hills, purple skies. It was amazing. And one thing that Costa Rica has that Panama doesn't have is actually volcanoes, like volcanoes. So in my trip there, I go from South Costa Rica, Northeast, West Costa Rica, and I decide I want to go to Volcan Irazu. So take the bus, going up. I think it was like an hour driving up to get to this volcano. Get to this volcano, I don't see the volcano. Everybody else is walking around taking pictures. I'm like, what are you guys taking pictures of? I don't see what's happening. And so I decided I'm gonna do my own thing. I mean, I don't necessarily see a wall that says, or a sign that says, do not cross here, do not go, or pointing arrow to volcano. So I decide, let me press this button. Maybe I should press it. I don't know if these things actually work or just to like make us feel better as pedestrians. You know, by trying to get run over though, it's too early for that. Don't see the volcano, so I start going down this hill, weaving around this corner, and I get so low that I'm just like, where is the volcano? I look up, everybody's looking up, looking down at me. I just had to turn around and I realized I am inside the volcano. I am literally on the inner crater part of the volcano, and I'm pretty close to like the innards of the volcano. I'm not a geography major, or not geography, but geology major. I took a class once. I went to a cave. Oh, green light. White man says walk. Let's walk. Street. Crossing the street. Crossing the street. Oh man, I just inhaled something, but like with my mouth open. You know, I really don't know why I walk with this backpack everywhere. You know, I always walk with this backpack, and it always has my passport inside. It's almost like my emergency bag, like just in case Armageddon happens and like you gotta run for the hills or something, I'm good to go. I got my passport in any country. I also carry like cash of like other countries with me. It was really kind of for cool factors, but now I'm like stocking up as if something really gonna go down. I don't know if that's like an irrational paranoia. Garbage can, close your mouth. Hey. Stranger danger, y'all. Stranger danger. So, realize I'm inside of this volcano. Now, I'm like, I know they said this volcano ain't erupting anytime soon. My thing is, I don't know who they are. I don't believe their scientific conclusions because half the time they's wrong. Okay, honestly, I don't think I look left or right. Down here in the South, pedestrians have the right of way. Now, I am technically brown skinned. I'm not sure how well that technically works. Where is Nana's house? I feel like I need to get out of this volcano. I'm also starting to wonder if this is against the law. Is Costa Rican authority gonna find me, arrest me, and kick me out of Costa Rica, and I won't be able to come back? Because honestly, I'm not done with my visitation. So I start climbing out, right? Now, mind you, when I got to Volcano Azu, it was absolutely beautiful. At the top, you can actually see the clouds. You're actually in the clouds. The clouds are cascading past you. If I can, I think I have some footage of that. I'll play in here when I went there. I mean, you're like in where the clouds are, where the clouds float. Like clouds are just floating. They just floating past you and your feet. You're breathing in cloud. It's amazing. It's beautiful. I went skydiving once when I was 18. I loved it. I have this thing about free falling or jumping out of planes. I don't know. Anyway, I'm still working on it. Pray for me, y'all. I'm that high up in the air, and Costa Rica itself already has a higher altitude. Plus, I'm that high up in the air where I'm like breathing in cloud. Now, I'm on the inside of the volcano and I gotta climb out. So now, climbing out, climbing out. Then it gets to a point where like I can't climb on my legs. I have to climb on my arms and my legs. So I'm just crawling, climbing out. And I'm like out of breath. I'm like, whew. Man, I knew I hadn't worked out in a while, but feel a little fat right now. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm not gonna sweat it. Just keep going. Right? Then I begin to recall that I'm really running out of oxygen. I'm starting to get a little lightheaded, and I recall this story from this woman who was from the Peace Corps. She came to my class to visit. She's talking about how she climbed this mountain. I think it was like Machu Picchu or something like that. Climbed this mountain, and at the top of the mountain, the air was so thin, and people needed something to drink, that there was a guy up there, a native Peruvian guy, who would sell coca-colas. And he would sell them for like astronomical prices because people are gonna buy anything just to get hydrated. When it's crisp, when it's cold, touches your lips, nothing like it. I'm having this flashback. I'm having these memories. I'm starting to recollect that when you were this high in the air is thinner. Number one. Number two, you need to stay hydrated. Was I hydrated? No, because I thought I was a pimp like that. I'm not a huge water fan. I like to drink a lot of milk. What you hear is not good. Maybe that's also why I'm super tall. I drink a lot of milk, slightly big boned. Number three is that I begin to remember I have asthma. Number four, I don't know who my inhaler is. Insert photos here. Auntie, find me. It's hot. I sit there, I realize I have asthma. Okay, we have 2 more blocks to go. Then I start getting climbing up this mountain again. I'm gonna make it. I start to have a miniature asthma attack again. So I decide I gotta look at this backpack and find my inhaler. Morning. I'm even finding you. Don't be rude. So I decide, let me go ahead and find this inhaler that is supposed to help me breathe in times like this, because I have had chronic asthma since I was 7 years old. Look at the sun. Look at the sun. Look at the sun. And I might die. And as I told you, my emergency contact is going to get back with you within 2 to 3 business days. I don't even really know what sperries are. I don't even know if I've actually seen them in person. I've seen a commercial about a bunch of people wearing Sperry's and then being on a yacht. I thought that kind of ruins your shoes because then they go in the water and all this stuff. And it's like salt water. Okay, we're sitting down taking a break. Bees in my backpack, taking a break. I find my inhaler. I take a little puff puff. Finally climb, get to the top, look down, beautiful view. Yes, I was correct. Volcano, magnificent, lovely, and haphazardly, I can officially say I have climbed on the inside of a volcano. So basically, I'm an adventurer by accident because I don't read signs very well. Well, technically, there weren't any signs. Basically, I'm an adventurer haphazardly because I just seem to end up in pretty precarious situations. Basically, I'm not an adventurer because I'm seeking it. I'm an adventurer by accident because I don't know what a volcano looks like close up. Can you get more adventurous than that? Oh, crisp, refreshing. Coca-Cola. I don't think this is my Nana's house. Ugh. Oh man, I gotta get a car soon. Oh goodness. Auntie? Oh my gosh, I think I left my keys in my friend's house, in my friend's car. Oh crap. I hope Auntie's home. Auntie! Hey Auntie.
Hi.
I
heard a little tap, but I said I know I heard a tap, but I didn't hear it again.
Hi!
That's why she started
Hi!
stuff.
Hi! I just realized
What?
that I left all of my keys in my friend's car, so I don't have the keys to anything. I don't have the keys to the house. I don't have any keys to the other house. I don't have keys to a car. It's gonna be okay.
You walked on you?
Yes, I did. How are you doing? Are you doing okay? You know, like when you smell something and it smells nasty, but then then you take a breath with your mouth and it's like you can taste it. I mean, you become much more of an adventurer than that. And telling that story as I'm venturing from or through this neighborhood filled with morning people.